Hello and welcome to In the Box Seat. My name's Sean Matheson. I'll be taking you through today's show as Mate Liddimore's still in Thailand, enjoying a well-earned holiday. What's on today's show? We'll be having a chat to Ozzy Chegia, the trainer of the Flying Boozeroo, and also Megastar Supreme. We'll be having a bit of a chat to him. We'll be taking you through all the greyhound racing industry news and hopefully a couple of selections for you to follow in the future. Let's have a look at what's happening in SA this week. On Wednesday, we've got a couple of tips for you. The first one comes up in race 4, number 2, Atlanta McLaren. This one's only had the 4 lifetime starts. Very impressive 3 starts ago when he led throughout in a solid 30-35. Not too much like last start in a heat of the SA Derby. However, we think this one's going to go very nicely. Gets home hard, should be about the money. So that's race 4, number 2. Another selection on the Wednesday program is race 10, number 6, It's a Thought. This one for Lester Harris. It's a Thought resumed from a 2-month spell last start with a very solid second. Raced nice and handy all the way. He's a very strong greyhound after having 65 starts, 25 placings, 12 wins. This one looks an improving type. Should go very close. That's race 10, number 6, It's a Thought. These are the Honey's hot tips for Thursday night. The Big Oaks Derby program. Our first Honey's hot tip comes up in race 1, number 8, Arthur's Rose. Arthur's Rose drawn perfectly here. She's got a best time from box 8 of 29.88. That was back in April. I think this one, 3 starts ago again from box 8, ran a slick time in winning. Should get a nice run across. She looks very hard to beat. So that's race 1, number 8, Arthur's Rose. The first 4 for that event is 8, 7, 1 and 4. The second of our Honey's hot tips on Thursday night comes up in race 6, number 2, Octane Assassin. This is in the second semi-final of the SA Derby. Octane Assassin is quite a brilliant young greyhound, exceptional speed. Found a little bit of trouble in his heat last start of the semi-final on a Wednesday, but still managed to win in a handy time of 30-15. From box 2, if he can jump to the front, he'll take a power of beating. So that's race 6, number 2, the second of our Honey's hot tips. And the first 4 for that event is 2, 6, 4 and 3. The weekend ahead sees greyhound racing travel to Barmera on the Saturday for a non-TAB meeting. Should be a nice day up there at Barmera. Get up there if you can. That's Saturday non-TAB at Barmera. Then all heads will be turned to Port Pirie on Sunday in the Twilight Zone on Sky Racing 2 and full TAB facilities, where we see the heats of the Macro Meets Port Pirie Cup. Should be some exciting racing there, all looking to get into the $5,500 final on the 10th of October. On the national scene, last week there was the semi-finals of the Paws of Thunder, the big $100,000 group race, where Where's Cisco represented SA in the semi-finals. Unfortunately, Where's Cisco ran 6th in the semi-final. However, the final of the $100,000 race will be run on Saturday night. Group 1 level, $100,000 to the winner. We also have the Casino Inn Casino Cup, Group 3 final on the 1st of October, worth $15,000 to the winner. The Gold Coast Cup is another feature event. Those heats will be run on the 7th of October, with the final on the 14th of October. $25,000 there, Group 2 level. The Schweppes is a feature race at Mandurah over there in Western Australia. Heats on the 8th of October, final on the 15th of October. $22,500 there, fantastic prize money. And then we look at the Sydney Cup at Wentworth Park. October 9 is the heats, and the final on the 16th of October, worth $25,000. This Thursday night at Albion Park, there's the final of the Sister Cities Cup. South Australia will be represented by Point 2 Over for Rob Harness, drawn box 3 in the final Thursday night, and Big Daddy's Gift for Troy Murray, drawn box 8. Big Daddy's Gift coming off a third placing in the Strathalbyn Cup final last start. They'll meet the best from Queensland and the best from New Zealand. $25,000 to the winner, well worth winning. So we look for SA to represent us well on Thursday night. Coming events. We'll look at the upcoming events at Angle Park. We've got the $32,000 final of the Coffex Coffee Oaks this Thursday night. A fantastic field of female greyhounds, all looking for that very prestigious award. Group 3 level, that one. And then the following week, we have the $32,000 final of the Coca-Cola SA Derby. The heats will be run, the semi-finals will be run this Thursday night. 2 of them, all into the final next week. $32,000, the SA Coca-Cola Derby. We're now joined on In the Box seat by trainer Ozzy Chegia, who has the flying Boozeroo, and Megastar Supreme in his kennel. Welcome to In the Box seat, Ozzy.
Thank you, Sean.
Now we'll start off with Boozeroo. She's an outstanding sprinter. She's really acquitted herself fantastically since coming from interstate in South Australia. She had a spell there of winning about 7 in a row, went through into the state final of the national sprint. She ran 5th, which was a great effort, but she has been performing outstandingly well for you.
Yeah, she has. She just had a bit of a time off there when she came, but and then she went straight into it. She had a good period of wins there, and yeah, she's doing really well.
How were you able to secure Boozeroo? She, at about her 9th start in her life, won the Group 2 Laurels when she was trained interstate. How did you come across her coming across to South Australia?
Well, Jeff and his father owned it, Jeff Guy, that is, and and we trained a few dogs for him, and we've always been in partnership with a couple of other dogs, and so he just rang up one day. He said, we want to send the bitch over, get ready for the national sprint, and that's how it went. She just came over, yeah.
Now, of course, she's SA bred, which obviously meant that she was able to represent SA and did a fantastic effort as well in the final. Now, with her being SA bred, there's other races on the program coming up, like the Sprint Championship is coming up later this month. Have you got that race targeted for Boozeroo?
Yeah, she'll have she's racing tonight, and maybe she'll have one more start, and then she'll go straight into the heats of the Sprint Championship. Yeah, she's going that way, yeah.
And she's got a best time of about 29.50 here at Angle Park. Would she be one of the quickest greyhounds you've trained?
Yeah, she is, yes. She would be the quickest one, yes.
Okay, let's talk about another greyhound in your kennel, Megastar Supreme. Came to SA and was very consistent, and then won a couple of races in a row and really looked like hitting top form, and I think ran second to Boozeroo, which was a highlighted race that I saw of Megastar Supreme. Had a bit of a let-up and came back last week. Ran 6th, wasn't a bad run. What can you tell us about Megastar Supreme?
Yeah, she was a bit stiff there. She stroked Boozeroo twice. She ran second to her, and then she had a bit of an injury, so she was off for about 5 or 6 weeks, and she sort of had 2 starts now back from the injury, and it might take a couple of more starts before they sort of get back to where they were, so hopefully she'll come back like she was, yeah.
So you had a lot of success there with Humming Brock. All we can say, Ozzy, is let's hope that Boozeroo and Megastar Supreme in particular get you some more winners there. Wish you the best of luck in the coming weeks and coming months with your charges there. Thanks for joining us on In the Box seat.
Thank you very much.
It's now time to give you our In the Box seat selection for this week. This week we're looking at Galaxy High on Thursday night. Galaxy High is in the final of their Coffex Coffee Oaks. Galaxy High, race 8, number 5. She went pretty good last start. She ran second behind Cowden Athena. Cowden Athena went 29.58, flying. Galaxy High did a fantastic job to run second in that event. Drawn the middle boxes this week. Cowden Athena's drawn out wide. We think Galaxy High can push forward, hold a forward position, be very hard to beat. She's an outstanding type. She's won quite a few races. She's been here before. She knows the track. She looks the best bet there. That's our in-the-box seat selection for this week.